I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Doomsday Aftermath. We are rejoining the party as they are inside of Constantine's magical, mystical mansion of mysteries, and they had come to him for assistance, but he's having a bit of a crisis of his own, and in order for him to assist them, they're going to need him to help him put his menagerie right and get his magical monsters back into their enclosures without harming them. Well, too much, but mostly don't break his stuff. And he'd like to remind you that some of these are one-of-a-kind creatures, mate. So don't go, flexing your muscle because you think that you're a badass and you want to prove it against my rare unicorns. I have a vermilion Russian unicorn in there, and it is extremely rare.
How is it any rarer compared to like a regular unicorn?
Well, because it's vermilion and Ukrainian. So like in a regular unicorn mate would be like white with like a gold or silver horn, but this one is all shades of vermilion and pink.
What's the ethnicity of a normal unicorn? That's not the voice. Hey, what's the race of a normal unicorn?
How dangerous is this vermilion unicorn?
Well, I wouldn't get him riled up and get anywhere near his horns or hooves.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I don't know who's all loose in there. If the chimera got loose, I recommend trying to distract it with a bit of steak and then knock the goat head out.
Where would we get the steak?
I got it.
Yeah,
Come
okay.
on, come. Rip it off of me. Come on. Take a flank.
I'm not comfortable doing that.
You gonna make me do it to myself?
Look, mate, I can't be solving all your problems. I'm the one dying of cancer using all of my magic to hold it off.
We'll deal with it as it comes. Let's go. Let's get into the death. Huh?
Yeah.
Alright, so the upstairs is sealed off, so just stay downstairs and try to keep them contained. And all of the doors are locked in each of the rooms, and if you lock them behind you, you should be able to keep everything contained.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. I see black.
Yes. And soon the DM will say, "Let there be light."
Is it supposed to be light?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. All right.
All right, well, off you go then.
I can't see.
Try centering the map.
Try opening your eyes.
Still don't see anything.
Yeah.
What?
I got it.
Mhm. Yeah, I just have. Oh, oh, there's something.
Oh, it's magic.
You know.
Alrighty. So yeah, as you guys can see, there's a room open, but that's a door there. So see, it closes and it opens. Now you try. Close the door. There you go. And now, yeah, now you open it. All right. So, like I said, mates, don't be letting all the monsters out because that could be very bad for the mortal plane.
Understood.
Fair enough.
So, follow these simple rules. And here's the keychain. So, good luck with that. And it's a magical keychain, so it's got like infinite keys.
Wait. walk me through again how like restoring your pet in the zoo here makes you not die of cancer.
No. You guys needed something. A spell or
A spell to counteract the shielding around that false Joker.
yeah. You guys came to me for help. I don't need your help with cancer. I'm gonna die of it just fine on my own. You
Yeah, we'll
guys
see about that.
you guys are the ones who need help with this Joker fella.
Well, only one way to clear a clown infestation. Let's get to work, boys.
Yeah. Let's do this. So you guys, enter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you see the grand entrance foyer. There's a huge ancient chandelier with like lit candles that are like ever lit magical candles that burn and illuminate the entrance here. The staircase leading up is indeed shielded by some kind of magic that keeps everything from reaching his like master bedroom and all of that upstairs. So you don't need to worry about those stairs going up. But there are doorways leading into several rooms and adjacent hallways.
So the plan seems pretty obvious, right? We got somebody here who'd be very good at being bait, and two people who are good at hitting things relatively hard.
Yep.
So, we've got some animals to store.
All right, I'll get bait, I guess.
And I'll try and prepare some bubbles to contain some of the smaller creatures.
All right. Can you guys see the doors, or do I need to point them out?
I see him. I'm trying to open this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, it says it's open. Yeah.
Yeah, I just opened it.
Okay.
Is there a
Okay,
special
so
button you press?
hold on. Now, as you enter this hallway, suddenly, your tokens lock because you roll for initiative.
Nat 20!
That's pretty good, but somehow Tremor still dominated. So, you guys walk in on a three-way standoff between uh, monstrous-looking chickens with serpentine-like tails, and they're all like three staring each other down like beta fish about to rip each other's fins off.
Something tells me these are some of the parts of the menagerie.
Yeah, there's some of them cockatrices.
If I'm remembering right, don't look him in the eyes then.
Right. And Deep Night just sort of covers his eye holes.
Could I still move myself if I was a statue? Questions for another time.
You have
I'll
to
just
carry yourself.
I'll just move to here. Be the backup.
That's what you're good at. All right, so the cockatrice. By the way, what's the correct plural for multiple cockatrice that you encounter here? Cockatrices?
I think it's a,
Cockatrice?
I think it's a parade of cockatrices.
Yeah,
It
so
could it could also just be a singular and a plural.
yeah, I wasn't sure. So
The cockatrice.
the cockatrice are of course, distracted by each other to a degree here, but um when they uh turn and see Tremor through the doorway, they're like, "Oh man, let's kill this guy."
They do not see Wayne.
Well, I assumed that you were being stealthy, but
Always.
that's why I assumed that. But if you want to not be stealthy, I guess we could like explore options in that vein. I just
There will come a
assumed,
time when I become obvious during these encounters, and that's you got to play that card very correctly.
yeah.
I feel like I feel like Tremor's token is constantly getting bigger, and that's very funny.
Yeah, it's definitely not a noticeable thing from like session to session, but if you go back and look, yes, your token is slowly growing over time.
And mine is slowly shrinking.
Yes. So the cockatrice, he is going to I think this is the one. Yes. He is going to come forward as if he was going to attack this other cockatrice here, but then he catches sight of Tremor and um, charges forward at Tremor.
Can I make a roll to trip this stupid bird?
Yeah, but he only gets this far. They're slow and clumsy birds when charging on the ground.
Makes sense. I don't. They are like part snake, I think.
Yeah,
If I'm remembering
and
my monster lore right.
and he lets loose his petrifying gaze, which is basically just a cone in front of him. So anybody within 30 feet of him that's facing him that can see him. So basically, if he can see you, uh, you are safe, Deep Night. But Great King Rat and Tremor, because you are potentially looking in his direction, you have to roll first a A
Is there any
will.
difference because I'm
A
not perceiving it?
uh. Oh yeah, because you're like partially blind. You're
Yeah.
you're you're actually close enough for the magical effect. For what you can see. Uh, but you get a will save to try and like look away first. So
27.
all right, Great King Rat, you're unable to resist looking at the cockatrice's glowing eyes, and you are affected by the petrifying gaze.
Do I get a fortitude roll or something?
Yeah, that's what's coming up here. Hold on. It should work.
Well, the two stats I don't think we've ever had to roll before.
We rolled
No
will for
effect
girl.
as Great King Rat's amazing resistance shrugs off the cockatrice's magic.
Man, that's a real pretty bird. I feel like I should maybe I could get one of these.
I
Like
Please don't.
Please don't.
let it
This
roam like
cock
a peacock.
this cock uh flies up and out past you guys.
Did we close the door?
I'm gonna say that we closed the door to this room behind us.
And you did not. And the cockatrice is almost to the door as it clumsily flies away.
Deep Night hears that chicken scramble around and sees sort of gazes as it escapes and says, "I got this one," and he bubbles it.
Yeah. Booyak. Oh, that's me. So I thought you critted him, but no, he critted the. So you go to cage him, and the cockatrice just like deftly flies out of your bubble cage as it tries to surround him.
And Deep Night sort of like, that was. Ugh, and he sort of just covers his eye holes again.
Yeah, I
All
gotta
right,
go close the door.
slowpoke.
Good news, everybody. I'm gonna go close that door.
Good news, everyone.
Oh no, you don't. You get back here.
What am I doing?
No, not you. The cockatrice. You know.
No, not the first thing we see. The second and third thing, maybe, even probably.
I was gonna laugh so hard if the very first thing just like immediately got out.
Is there a button I gotta press to close this thing?
No, but what you do have to do is
I
figure
already
out
hit it.
which key locks it now.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. I'll spend my turn. I'll smell the lock and then find the key that matches.
Ah, okay. Roll a
Yeah.
perception.
I'm pretty good at that one.
You are. That's one of your good ones. Hey. All right. So, you are able to detect which keys are used the most, and that helps you narrow it down. But you still only have a 1 in 4 chance of having the right key, and you can only try 2 keys per turn. So you have a 50% chance of finding the right key this turn.
All right.
Well, you have two 25% chances, is what it comes down to. So, all right, that was not the 4 you were looking for. So now you've eliminated 1 key. And so now you roll 1d3, which you accomplish by right clicking on the d6. And then there is the question mark custom dice, and you choose D3.
That's a
That
one.
was not the 3 you were looking for, and therefore the 2 keys you tried this turn are not the keys you were looking for. Fortunately, you now have a true 50% chance next turn.
Nice.
But if he gets to 2 a turn,
He's 100%, yes. You are correct, but don't be pointing that shit out. I point that shit out. So the next cockatrice minion waddles up and blasts you. So roll your will.
so anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch these birds so hard.
Aha! You manage to look at the cockatrice, or it manages to get you to look at it, whatever the wording would be,
Mhm.
and it super petrify gazes you.
Oh, motherfucker.
Hey! Do you want a hero point that one?
I might as well.
I gotta say before you burn your hero point though, that degree 1 is not full petrification. So
Oh, well, alright.
so
Then,
before I allow you to burn your hero point, I gotta be honest about that. So
well, then no.
okay.
I might actually just be able to heal out of it.
Yeah, I know. That's
I'm a persistent boy.
yes you are.
Oh
So
no.
you are restrained as the rock starts to like slowly petrify you. You're turning into the rock.
I can't believe my name is Dwayne now.
Oh, by the way, he won the re-election.
Good for him.
Luthor, though, says that he's gonna run in 4 years.
Yeah, but that's 4 years from now.
Who knows if
I
he'll even be alive?
yeah. I actually gotta pull up a thing to see if it works with distance attacks. All right, so it doesn't say it has to be melee only. So, uh, could I use take? I see that these are both marked as minions.
Mm-hmm.
If I knock the first one out, could I use takedown on like, if I use rock blast?
Yeah, like you wanna double shoot them, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, like basically would it proc?
Yeah, you're even like able to describe it as like you shoot the rock off of the head of one and it bounces into the next one. Like you can get creative here. It doesn't have to be like, um, oh, like stale. Oh, I hit. You can like completely uh, describe this cinematically if you like.
2 fingers.
Yeah, you take 2 fingers and shoot 2 rocks at once.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I sure did hit that first one very good.
yes, you did.
Oh yeah, Tremor. Way to finger blast these cocks.
Mmm,
Yeah, and you knock them both out because they're minions. So
yeah. Technically, I could also go for the last one because it's within range.
Do it.
I was gonna say, what's this technically stuff?
Yeah, why
Well,
not doing it?
it's the same reason why I don't play fighters a whole ton, even though that's what I've exclusively played, basically. Ha ha, get fucked.
I rolled a 20 though.
Unfortunate.
Yes. All right, so you guys have managed to clear the cockatrices out from this hallway.
You mean incapacitate them?
Well, yes, they are incapacitated, and um, there is actually a cockatrice cage um, here in the foyer, so like a coop.
So,
Con-
so in
Constantine. Go ahead.
so with the use of his bubble cage, Deep Knight is going to put the 3 chickens in the bubble and sort of ferry them over to that cage.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they weigh much if they're able to fly on their own.
Constantine's a real piece of shit for keeping 3 fucking petrifying creatures. Goddamn. Fucking waiting like it's fucking
I
toys.
mean, there is a certain charm to having such exotic creatures.
If I could
Oh yeah,
amend that, if I could amend that sentence, at least 3.
there's also a certain time to having an automatic servant on your front lawn. It shouldn't be a thing you do. There's a charm to it.
And Deep Knight is going. Where is the cage?
Actually, I'm sorry. I misspoke. The cage is not here in the foyer. You don't know where it is.
I'm sure we'll find it.
Deep Knights are like sort of eyes cautiously at the bubble with the cockatrices and says, "So what should I do with these
Tie
folks?"
the tails together.
I
They do
mean,
have
my
long lizard-like tails.
Tie the fucking tails together.
God, I really did just ruin both nat 20s that got rolled so far, huh?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
to be fair, the DM also ruined mine.
So do I get out of the restrained?
Oh, yeah. You eventually you fight it off.
So, so DM. So I sort of look to the other and says, "So where would be a good place to put this bubble?
Up
Up where?"
ceiling.
Tie them together like a pair of old tennis shoes. By the tails, put them over the chandelier.
If we did that
They're
to a bunch of
inside.
you, it'd be called the Rat King.
I know it's a cul Get out of here. Shut up.
I was just saying things that I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us another one. Break off another one.
I don't have any others currently. We're
By
kind of.
by the way, there is stuff over on those tables there, like you guys could go check out and see what's all in this room still.
We're still locked. Are we? No.
Like
I
over by
locked
the
the door.
staircases, there's like yeah, there's a list of all of the creatures that are here, and then over there, yeah,
I locked it, by the way, because it's for future.
over there's some kind of rod and a plaque. But so Tremor, you've got a complete list of like all of the creatures and where they go, like where their cages are.
And Deep Knight sort of peeks over Tremor's shoulder to seize this.
Well, this will be useful.
Oh, hey,
Indeed.
somebody gave Constantine the plague.
So that plaque there, it's got magical writing, but it transforms into whatever language the reader speaks, and it says, in case of emergency, uh, use rod to lock down the rooms. So this rod will magically lock the room and seal it.
I'm gonna touch it. Touch it all up.
Yeah,
Fiddle with it.
it's a hot glowing rod.
This is nice. This has a nice heft to it.
Yeah, and it's like real warm to the touch, and it like has this glowing effect to it that makes you feel like you can shoot laser beams.
Deep Knight, come here. Get over here. I want to see what noise this thing makes if I clonk it off of your chest. This isn't an aggressive action because I know you're like fucking made of metal, but I bet it's gonna be a good noise, like a real clong.
Well,
What do you say,
Knight?
Deep Knight? Do you want to get hit with the magical rod?
Deep Knight sort of looks to him and says, I would rather not be shot by a magical laser of no origin.
Oh,
Yeah.
We
gonna
wouldn't
use the
get
red.
shot. You're just getting hit. Just a little tap to make a noise. Be a drum.
Deep Knight sort of sighs and says, all right, all right.
All right, gonna gong it off of his chest plate. See what happens.
Okay. You hit him with the rod, and as it smashes into his chest plate, the force reverberates and knocks him to the ground.
How's the noise?
It sounds like a laser pulse like charging up and then
Oh, well, that's a good noise. You okay, Deep Knight?
And Deep Knight just sort of.
Yeah, you can carry the rod. You can have the rod.
Deep Knight sort of stumbles up, sort of still gripping the bubble, the bubble.
Give me those fucking chickens. Let me get
Sort
my
of
hands
hand
on them.
over the bubble of chickens.
I'm gonna tie the chickens together by their tail. And now we know they're all in one place. You know,
But they're already in one place because they're inside a bubble.
Yeah.
they do not breathe underwater.
Yeah, and also your bubble cage specifically has been very notorious for getting broken out of.
And honestly, if 3 chickens break out of your bubble cage, that'll be like so deeply demoralizing. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Deep Knight sort of looks around at the others and just says, "Okay, now I'm hurt."
Now I'm in a wall. I'm just trying to move up to this door with
Oh, did you
Green
just
Green
open
Mat.
that door? All right, hold on. So as you're still in that room and Deep Knight's still over there by the table, you open this door and inside you see a table filled with books and writings.
I'm gonna let out a loud squeak.
You good?
Just a shrill, no, just a shrill noise.
Yeah.
Just like something like a very large squeak toy would make. Does anything move in this room? Anything shift?
No, it's just like it's got bookcases along the wall and a bunch of like materials like out on the table.
I'm gonna sniff just all of this place.
It smells like John Constantine has been in here studying and writing and like cataloging all of his animals.
I
That
can't
seems
read this.
useful.
Also,
Wow.
thank you for saving me from walking around for 81 square space.
Uh-huh.
All right, I got this fine.
I mean, I'll step in and do some quick reading, I guess.
Yeah. There you go.
That
So
seems important.
so you are reading and you're stuck in a wall deep night. And as you're reading, you read about a uh, subject of his that he calls grumpy.
Like the dwarf.
Yeah.
Does
I do say that out loud in fiction.
Little dwarf? Let me see.
Well, he calls one grumpy.
is any
Where's
of
the
the
dwarf?
names from the table similar to that?
Huh? What? No, nothing from the tables. The tables describe, if you read like the list of creatures, they describe the cockatrices, obviously. They describe a creature that is a cat that can teleport and seems to exist in the ethereal plane as well as the regular plane and several uh, interesting specimens of various lizards, drakes, things of that nature, as well as one that is marked extremely dangerous. Do not view, in public, stasis only.
Suppose Grumpy is the one that was said, "View in stasis, do not let out."
It's possible.
It's possible, but oh,
So is there or isn't there a dwarf? Because if it's a fucking Tolkien ass dwarf, I hate those fucking guys.
why?
You keep hitting me with axes.
Where are you going that there's Tolkien Dwarves Comic Con? Do you
Uh,
go to Comic Con?
Oh,
I mean,
and the list, I'm sorry. The list also tells you that the menagerie is in the courtyard to the right. If you continue going north down that hallway, it's to the right.
Ah,
Yes,
So
I do
Deep,
go to Comic Con and a few other conventions, but that's not where I
so
meet.
Deep Knight, with the
oh,
three cockatrices tied up to one another, heads to the sort of like to the right.
Oh, you got caught on a wall again.
So down this hallway to the right.
Yep.
Is that correct, DM?
Yes.
Whoa. Where are you? Oh, oh, it goes forward. He just shot off into space for me for a second.
Pew.
I was like, oh, something's wrong.
So I sort of look around and see that this isn't the menagerie.
No, it's through the doors to the right. But this is like a little viewing area for the menagerie. This is like where you sit and have lunch before you go in, and there's like a little statue off to the side there of one of the famous explorer adventurer heroes that um, helped John Constantine go to these magical realms and get these creatures, and then the tablets below him have even more of the lore about like how the cockatrice's gaze will petrify you, and the displacer beast is a very tricky and dangerous animal, and if they ever get loose, you have to be extremely careful because they're very hostile and
And displace up.
Kitchen?
Hmm. This is certainly a curious this bunch. And sort of Deep Night sort of seeing going to the doors and opens them.
All right.
well, who's got the keys?
Deep Night sort of looks to Great King Rat and says, "Do you have the keys?"
I got all the keys.
All the keys you could ever need.
So what do you do? Hello. What are you guys doing then? I mean, there's food out here, Great King Rat, and it smells delicious.
And Deep Knight's
I'm,
asking for the keys.
I would not touch that food, given that Constantine's been in bed for God knows how long.
gonna touch the food.
All right.
Gonna sniff at it. Gonna go sniff, sniff, sniff.
This is magically prepared food, and it is made fresh every day by magical cooks that are basically automatons that work in the kitchen to the left there.
Hey, you think if I eat John Constantine's heart, I'll get his power?
I don't I don't think that's how magic works. I don't know for certain, but I don't think that's how magic works.
Not that I'm like itching to commit pseudo cannibalism, but like if he's set to croak, it'd be a shame if all this shit went to hell, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think magic is stored in the heart.
What do you think it's stored? The penis?
I don't know, the soul maybe?
I don't know if I can.
The soul maybe?
I'm gonna enter the kitchen.
All right.
Okay.
I just
You gonna open the
as
door?
yeah, I'm having trouble with the door command.
There you
Just to be
go.
able to move the map. Yeah, I got to keep the map small. And just as a pest himself, honestly, the kitchen and the pantry are two places that a pest would go.
Yeah, and indeed, there is another cockatrice here in the kitchen.
Can I
Oh,
get a surprise round on it? Just kick the shit.
Well, you guys
Stupid
can
little.
you guys can roll initiative and see. It's just like eating all the food.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the kitchen, just like tearing shit up. Oh yeah, all of you go first. So, Great King Rat, if you wanna do something first, you can.
Oh yeah. Just gonna. How big is a cockroach? Like
It's
chicken size?
yeah, it's like a big chicken.
Cool. I'm gonna grab it by its legs and fucking smash its head on something.
oh
Not
my
like
God.
but like just like bonking on something, you know.
He did ask you not to abuse his creatures.
We gotta knock him out. That's how you hold a chicken. It's by the legs.
Oh, okay.
If it's that's how you hold a rooster.
And then you bash him
Aggressive.
against something?
Uh, actually, I'm gonna hold it first, and if it does pocket price things, I'm gonna bonk him. Bash was the wrong word. I was looking for bonk. Bash implies like a breaking of the sanctity of its fucking skull. You know, bash implies a liquid. All right, gonna make an attack roll again. Yeet. And
All right.
hey,
You grab the cockatrice and knock it out.
Tremba,
Yeah,
catch.
catching.
I toss him the bird. Or get close to tossing her. Because I know he's got rock powers or whatever. And move towards this, I assume, pantry?
That was the kitchen there, and you move towards the next door here, and you fumble with the keys.
And Deep Knight just sort of keeps calling for the keys to open the menagerie door.
We're getting more cock. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried that these three
My
will
God,
wake
and eventually we'll have to get some pussy too. Because the displacer beast is a cat.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Boo.
There's a ghost?
Well, there certainly is a Drake.
Are you having problems with the door?
Yeah. Is there a button you have to press other than just clicking?
So you just mouse over it and you click on the little icon itself.
Oh, yeah, that does it. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hello, friend.
Just sniffing around in the pantry, making sure that some creature didn't
I
get
am
in.
in a wall. I am in a wall. I am in a wall. Church gonna get
So
you.
in the pantry, there is a whole bunch of like stored goods, and then there is also a displacer beast.
Oh. Oh. Oh, dear.
Oh, this is bad for you.
I mean, yeah. It's a cat. It was going to go after me either way.
Yeah.
Well, don't let it desecrate my body.
Roll for initiative.
Trevor, did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. Oh, I only got a 17.
Don't let
How
it
did I
desecrate
still
my
roll highest? I rolled a 2. Guys.
I don't put anything in initiative because who needs it?
You, apparently.
I'll be.
Oh my god.
It's coming for that rat ass.
Oh yeah. And guess what?
What?
You're in my reach to begin with.
Hey, probably. Don't you have like tentacles or something?
Yeah,
Oh god, Trevor, it's got tentacles.
I've got big old tentacles that I'm gonna smack you up with.
Oh no, no, Trevor. Trevor, no. Don't.
Why are you... You're making it sound like I'm the one that's doing it. Why is Great King... you at... Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Trevor's got a bunch of big meaty tentacles. This is terrible.
Oh, no effect. 4 tentacles smack at you, but only one hits you. And then suddenly he seems to like shift into the shadows, and you are not sure if you're seeing what you're seeing is what you're seeing.
Everything is not what it seems. I'm here now. I do not see it.
Well, I got good news about this one specifically. I do not rely on my eyes to fight. It cannot hide from me.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna come up to it. I'm gonna run up to it. Gonna sprint up to it at like 75 miles an
You can get up to
and
that in that small of a space?
what?
You can get up that fast in that small of a space?
I mean, that was hyperbole, but like a, a startling amount of speed.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, rats don't really need a lot of like warm up. They're not like a cheetah or something. Anyway, I'm gonna come on, come on, miss, extra effort.
No, 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 no,
Hell yeah!
19. But now you're fatigued.
Oh, that's fine. I get it on the fucking throat, the back of the neck. And that's on purpose. I try to get it on the back of the neck because that's exactly what it would do to me if it had the chance.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna ride it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna ride this bitch. I'm on it now. I've latched on.
Like He-Man on his Battle Panther.
If He-Man was trying to maim his battle panther, then yes.
Alright, so I'm dazed. Deep Night, you can hear Great King Rat screaming and struggling and fighting. You hear the screech of the displacer beast as it whips its tentacles out at Great King Rat. You hear Tremor stomping forward, talking about how they look like big, strong hands.
And Deep Night's just sort of standing there holding the tied up chickens, and he's like, all right, enough of this. I'm going to open the door myself. And he's going to try and open the door through strength.
Okay.
There's absolutely no chance this would go terribly.
So roll a strength.
Yep.
God, we are getting yelled at for that at the very least.
As your hands try to force the door open, you feel the same pulse of energy from the rod, and it knocks your hands back, but like it's not strong enough to knock you down or anything.
Deep Night sort of like, hey! He just sort of rubs his hands and says, are you almost done in there?
I go,
Deep Night sort of just sighs as he waits.
The displacer beast is dazed and doesn't like you on him, so he is going to actually uh, jump out of the window and smash his way out into the freedom of the courtyard. But luckily, the courtyard is still sealed, so He can't get out of this courtyard area here, but he's like out of the building. You're still on him though if you make a successful strength check.
I won't.
Oh no. All right. So you fall off as he jumps out of the window.
Well, go into the window. Go into the window. Is it right there?
It is right outside the window.
A- Any height difference, or can I just punch it?
The floor of the courtyard is like less than 5 feet from the floor that you're standing on, but the window is like waist height. So like you're too high to punch the displacer beast.
All right. Can I just climb through the window?
You can climb through the window, but the displacer beast is right there, so you gotta like, you know, move to the side or whatever.
Yeah, I'll just move right south of it.
Yeah.
Now punch?
Well, that was your turn.
All right.
Team can't save you now, you feline piece of shit. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna fucking. I leap from my position onto the displacer
Okay.
and start remaining.
You're out in the bright light of the day though now, so like it sucks. You're squinting.
I'm not a fucking kobold. I'm not sunlight sensitive.
Oh, you're not?
No. Rats can exist just fine in bright light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the laboratory experiments they do on are in bright light. I don't know why there's two here. Why were there? Am I targeting two things?
Yes, you're targeting yourself.
Ah,
I got it. There you go.
alright. Just roll again?
Well, you're fatigued. Oh, that's only half speed. You're fine.
Yeah. Should this knock out that roll, or should I go with what
Yeah.
I got?
Wait. What's going on?
Should I do the attack roll again without targeting myself?
Oh, no. You hit yourself and missed him. So yeah, you're good.
Alright, so I don't hit him?
Yeah, you missed him.
Alright, I'm on him then.
Okay.
Gonna wrap my little arm neck. This is the first cat we fought.
True cat.
Yeah.
And Deep Knight, sort of like seeing that they're not coming, sort of walks over here, walks over to the court. DM, how many squares can I go?
6.
Sorry.
12 is a full round action.
Mm-hmm.
13 is
So
the
Deep Knight sort of runs over into the kitchen and says, What in blazes is taking so long?
Motherfucker, you can hear this happen. Fuck you.
Hear
You
it,
can
but he
hear this
doesn't
fucking
see
happen.
it.
You hear me scream. You hear me screaming at the top of my lungs.
That was you?
And then
I'm
he
le-
was like,
I'm legitimately curious who else you think it would be.
yeah, Miss Tremor practicing his castrato. Let me help
It
you
could have.
practice yours, Deep Knight.
It could have been a creature of other mythical proportions.
And so you wouldn't have moved towards the screams then. You would have just fucking stayed there by the door waiting for us to
You're
speak
still
you.
wrestling with a displacer beast while you're trying to have this conversation.
Listen, we can multitask here.
Talking is a free act. And
Yeah.
also, Freaking Rat's full of hate adrenaline. Just pure fucking anger.
Hey.
Deep Knight and Great King Rat do not like one another.
No, I'm talking about the fucking displacer beast. You're fine.
Hey.
Oh,
What? Oh no, that actually is one bruise because it didn't add the 5.
oh,
Just a bruise though. He just smacks you a little.
It
a
hit me
simple
harder
bruise.
next time.
Hey. Hey.
Like it.
And so as his tentacles smack you up, you're staggered from all of the slaps.
Still riding it like a fucking mechanical bull.
Yeah. You're still hanging on but getting smacked around by tentacles that have this like spiky knobby bony protrusions
Hey,
sticking out of them.
it's been a while since I've been riding somebody like this. Do any of those ones that miss me beat its AC? Because it would hit itself in that case.
Stop hitting yourself.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, I'm gonna do what I do best and fucking punch this thing.
Okay.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna do that thing that lets me attack again.
Where now you're fatigued.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And now do that thing where you re-roll. No, don't waste it on that.
Yeah, I made you fatigued.
Yeah, he just wore you out.
Also, I believe at the end of this turn, I'm no longer fatigued because I've spent the whole turn not moving.
If you don't do anything else.
No, it's just not moving.
No, you can't become not fatigued if you're attacking.
I'm pretty sure Raw is just not moving. But I
Well,
will.
well, if that is, then that's a dumb rule. You gotta not do anything for a turn to drop fatigued.
I missed. I'm gonna. I'm gonna climb under it. I'm gonna get underneath it. I don't know what that's gonna do, but I'm not. Now I'm underneath it.
Okay. Oh, don't
Oh,
forget you're staggered though.
I only do one, can I?
Yeah.
All right. Let's return that.
Knight is going to kind of quickly grab another cockatrice and tie it by its tail to the others, and then sort of run out to the courtyard.
Well, that is a closed window there that you're running up to.
Leap through it.
I'm going to try to leap through it. Ow!
Really?
I mean, Rocky suggested it.
I just
That
thought it was
that doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes,
Jacob, don't lie.
I'm taking 4 attacks a turn. I'm not a good idea guy.
Are you gonna jump out of the window? No. Okay.
So I'm going to go through here
Yeah.
into the storage room. Ow!
Yeah.
Do a flip.
Oh, and I'm sorry. That's not a window. That is totally a door. Why is that a door? All right. Whatever.
So
So
the invisible cooks can take their union mandated smoke breaks.
yeah.
So that's as far as I can go.
Yes. All right. I am going to displace myself and try and escape. Yeah, go ahead. Try and hang on.
Well, I'll see my utility though.
Oof. That was an epic struggle, but the displacer beast, it seems as if it teleports out of there and suddenly it disappears and you guys don't know where it is.
What a rude cat.
Great King Rat looks like that creature from Back to the Barnyard right now. He's just fucking furious. It's just like a
Wait,
twitching man.
which one?
The one that they keep in the crate.
The one that is a little
Oh,
fuzzball
okay.
that dances.
All right.
Otis, yeah. Otis. He looks like Otis. He's got Otis. We're in a magical realm. It could happen.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, let's see what he can develop on.
Weirdest looking fella in the animation community.
So what are you gonna do, Tremor?
I mean, I'll look around for the fucking missing cat.
Yep. So you roll for perception.
Oh boy, I'm good at this, kinda. Yeah.
Alright, and the Displacer Beast rolls his stealth.
Which is plus 27.
Plus 25. Go fuck yourself.
Plus while the DM quickly scribbles down 25. Plus 25.
Yeah.
30, I'm here, 45, 46. I was trying to sound like one of those sort of marketplace sort of guys that says numbers very quickly.
Auctioneers. And
Yeah.
you spot him behind the cart.
There. Is that was it my action to spot?
No.
I'm gonna shoot him with my rock handgun. Bang. Oh, I wasn't targeting anymore.
But you missed.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here. I'm Fatague, and I'm gonna do some miserable business to this fucking cat. Am I still staggered? Doesn't look like I'm staggered anymore.
You are, but don't you heal this round?
Yay.
You heal the worst effect, right?
I believe so.
Oh wait, no. First you heal the effects that are impacting you negatively. So you heal all your bruises, then you heal staggered.
Let me check something.
Yeah, it's anything that negatively impacts your scores first, and then all of the effects.
All right.
So yeah, you're down to 1 bruise.
I'm gonna go hide by the cat. I'm gonna go prowl up to it in a
And crouch
grizzly
down and be like, "What are we doing? We hiding?"
in like a grisly reversal of the normal rules of the animal kingdom. And this little rat man is going to prowl up, get real close. This big guy, do a stealth roll real quick. Stealth. All right, there. No.
No. Oh.
Man, that dice is
Yeah.
having some problems.
Yeah, that was haunted.
I would be worried if that happened in real life.
Very.
Something's gone wrong.
The matrix is broken.
It's a 10. I got a 30.
Yeah, which is pretty good. So let's see what his perception is here.
Sadly, it's plus 29.
Nope, he does not perceive you as you stalk up on him.
So its
Just
perception
yeah.
isn't the best of its stats.
Nope.
Neither is its
Best
stealth.
of the best of his stats is actually a flute playing. very good at playing woodwind instruments.
So Deep Night sort of like goes through the door and sort of runs over to Tremor with like all four cockatoos tied around their tails and holding it up like a sort of like a prize hunter, and says, "All right, where's the Deplacer Beast?"
Over there.
And Deep Night sort of nods and says, "All right, buddy boy, prepare to have your bubbles blown."
That sounds dirty.
It does. Sounds like a thing you pay a hooker to do. It definitely sounds like something an Atlantean hooker could do, though.
Oh
Yeah.
no, the displacer beast dodges and resists your cage.
And Deep Night just sort of curses to himself, "Knew I shouldn't use quotes from Atlantean hookers."
Nice.
Oh no, he's getting. Deep Knight is becoming sexualized.
The displacer
Somebody,
beast runs over to the courtyard wall here and attempts to phase into the outer courtyard.
I feel like there should be magic in place to stop that.
There is, and that's why he's having trouble.
I'm gonna shoot this cat.
No, you're not.
Or not.
He is a
21 misses, I guess.
stealthy kitty. He is the stealthiest kitty that ever stealthed.
I'm coming up behind him, sneaking. So very quiet as it struggles against the wall here. As part of a move action for next turn, I am coating my claws in my awful little venom, my terrible poison.
Gross.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting. Fucking get this cat.
Okay.
That's all I can do because I'm still staggered.
Yeah.
I meant to put more points into my regeneration, but at the time I did not have a computer mouse to do it.
Ah.
I cannot navigate the pages without a scroll wheel.
Does healing heal fatigued?
No.
Alright.
I know it's a little odd, but no.
I'm trying. Yep, I don't want it.
Are you gonna end your turn?
I'm trying.
Are you sure?
Hey, Deep Night sort of like hands the tied up cockatrices to Tremor and says, "Hold this."
I don't want these.
What? You're made of stone. They're made of. Oh, wait, no. That
No, they're made of chicken, and I'm made of person.
you get the picture. You both have associations with stone.
Stop trying to give Tremor your cock.
Alright, fish boy.
So you take the cockatrices?
I just kind of put him on the ground,
Oh, okay. You take them and just drop them. You're like, yeah.
just staring him in the eyes.
Knight sort of runs over here, and Bubble tries to bubble cage the displacer beast once again.
Bubble, bubble.
And Deep Knight yells, "Time to put this Kinney! Kinney isn't in a kennel!"
Oh.
Who do you think the displacer beast kins? Jacob.
The ones. I knew that one would send Travis somewhere.
Has no doubles written on its blog.
The displacer
No.
beast turns and lashes up. Oh, wait. You were stealthing up on him? I gotta try and see
Oh.
you. I do not see you, and I continue to try to phase through. But now there is a chance that I phase through.
What do you have to roll to phase through?
It's still there?
It has not successfully phased through.
Yeah.
A real charisma to phase, huh?
Uh-huh. I gotta try to overpower it with my own innate power.
How the fuck does a 24 miss?
Are you targeting the right creature?
Yeah, that's
These
so high.
these things have a built-in defense to where it looks like they're in one place, but they're really in another. Like the displacement effect of a fish underwater.
Yeah, I've fought them in D&D, but like that's still so high.
And I just ignore the displacement. I do not see it. It's not there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I am
yeah.
looking away.
Oh, you healed your next bruise, sir.
Oh yeah. Alright, here we go. It's vulnerable to this next attack, by the way, because it does
Oh,
not
okay,
see
yeah.
me.
Let me vulnerabilize him. Okay. Now he's vulnerabilized.
Come on. That was the attack roll first.
You didn't target nobody.
I didn't target nobody. That's my bad, because I'm stupid and also dumb. What happens sometimes.
Yeah. And I
Sometimes
unfortunately
you.
don't know if that hit or missed, so
Well, we'll do it again. You know what? We'll do it twice.
do it all the time. No. Oh, you hit. Hey.
Alright, motherfucker.
Oh, what?
Nah, no time here.
And my fortitude is not even that great.
Yeah. Now it knows I'm here.
Lucky roll.
Or does it? It probably does.
Wow, that's pretty good.
You do love that hide in plain sight, though. I just vibrate, sink into the floor like a fucking Half-Life NPC.
But I do have a bonus on scent based, but it's not +8, so.
What's that smell? It's rat.
Oh no, I shouldn't eat all those onions for lunch.
Deep Knight is going to try and bubble cage it again.
You have a 20, less than a 20% chance of this work.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll scratch that. Sorry, just
It's okay. He's just trying to point out that you might want to just go for straight damage to knock him out.
I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to be careful not to hurt the creatures.
Yeah, which John Constantine appreciates because this is his prize, not prize possession, but one of his prize possessions.
And in that case, Deep Knight's going to run up to the displacer piece and grapple it.
Run up to it and stab it completely through with a long.
So strength, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you moved more than 6, didn't
Oh yeah, yeah. So you can't grapple him this turn because you had to run up to him.
Understood.
Yep,
At least it
you?
notices me.
it does, and it attacks you.
Understandable. Have a great day.
Oh man, his first tentacle flies at you and you dodge out of the way like water, just bending and flowing out of the way.
And also a bit of like the armor just blocking it.
Yeah. No, 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 19. One of the tentacles smacks you and it staggers you as it crashes into your chest with more strength than you thought possible. He hits you again, knocking you out with his tentacle.
Ow! Ay!
Poetic last words. I'll die.
Uh. Oh boy, I can only move to here right now. I'm coming, guys.
At least I've given you time.
Hey.
Ooh, well, first of all, it shouldn't be vulnerable to me, and second of all, that should be a +9. So that's a
Ah.
25 to hit.
Ah.
Hey, why is Deep Knight's uh
Why is Deep Night what?
Uh,
Uh,
Why is Deep Night what?
he might be having mic issues.
Ah.
yellow?
Yep.
Yeah, I accidentally exited out of the map real quick. Anyway, I'm gonna do something funny. I heard it. Am I targeting it?
You are not targeting it.
Yeah, it won't let me target it.
You are targeting it.
I am? There's no visual difference now.
Yep, you are targeting it.
Huh? It's still vulnerable, right?
In
You.
a tick. In a tick. Now it is.
Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Perish, foul little beast.
The displacer beast is knocked out as the Great King Rat unleashes his fury.
Here's what I do. I clamp my awful little jaws around the bottom of its neck and just choke it. Like I just use my mouth to choke it out.
But you're not killing it.
No, if I wanted to kill it, I'd just bite down harder and rip the whole throat out. You know? Great King Rat desperately wants to kill it, but also he respects John Constantine enough to not break his toys.
John Constantine appreciates that.
Magical fucking cat. I'm gonna go unlock them in a minute. Tremla, can you make sure that Deep Knight doesn't like choke?
Yeah.
Doesn't choke?
Yeah, you never know. Every so often you can just asphyxiate.
Yeah. Listen, he's a water boy on land. I get the concern.
And he's knocked out, like,
Yeah.
depending on where he got hit, he could throw up.
It's true, it's true.
Anyway, I'm not gonna put it in the movement, but I did also grab the cockatrice bundle
Oh yeah, here.
on Steam.
Let me go ahead and approve some movement. Oh, never mind it. It said no because you guys are trying to move through a closed door.
I hate these. Beautiful map, by the way.
Thank you. It's really hard to put everything in because it's so big and
Deep Knight sort of like,
Deep Knight's incapacitated.
oh,
Yeah, you are KO'd.
I can give you some of my blood.
so
What?
how do I wake up?
well you'll wake up in a bit.
Yeah,
I can
so
give you
I
some of my
just sort
blood.
of,
Right now you're just kind of unconscious, but Great King Rat has now opened the door and is going to do what?
I look around the menagerie, see what's up with it. If
Okay.
there's a place to put all these awful little creatures.
Yeah, so go ahead and go
Perception.
move. No, go move over to.
Oh yeah, for some reason I'm zoomed out. Oh, what's Deep Knight? Keep going.
Oh yeah, Deep Night. You stay knocked out right there.
Yeah. I'll just be here with him.
Tremor comes over to rock you to sleep.
Yeah.
No, Deep Night.
I'm
You're
controlling Deep Knight.
you're controlling Deep Night. Well, don't do that.
I had him selected for a second.
We'll knock it off.
Okay, so as soon as you open the door, you see the menagerie is this like huge courtyard, but then like it's got this refracted um, glass that like each of the pieces of glass like looks off into this huge display of like these magical creatures, and so you got to walk over to the circle and then like put each one into its correct like panel.
Are all the cockatrices in one panel, or do they all have their own separate panel?
Yeah, they all go in one.
Gonna go stuff them in there,
Yep.
untying them once they are secure.
Yep. And so the cockatrices go back into their homes.
Is this up here above me a barrel of alcohol?
Uh no. There's a window that looks in, and inside is a fireplace and a really like dope like den.
Hey, that's cool. All right, come. Gonna get the beast.
All right, so as you go to grab the displacer beast, it's a lot heavier than it looks, and you're unable to carry it.
Maybe
It's
you
got
could wake up someone?
We don't
the
have a
only way I
way
have to,
to heal you. You got
the, on-
beat into unconsciousness.
the only way I have to wake you up is to give you some of my blood, and you've expressed it on account of all the diseases.
I'll,
Although
I'll,
Yes.
although
I'll,
after a few minutes you do wake up, you're still staggered. You're no longer incapacitated, but you have 8 bruises and you're staggered.
I'll help move the displacer beast.
And Deep Knight is going to try and help move the displacer beast as well.
Yeah, you're kind of hurt.
Yeah.
So, you all three grab the displacer beast and move it back over to the menagerie. However, once in the menagerie, you hear an awful sound. It
Oh no.
sounds it sounds like a roar, but like at the same time like the screech of some terrible pterodactyl combined with like the roar of Godzilla.
Well, that can't be good. It's been nice knowing you, boys. I'm gonna get grabbed, and I'm gonna get taken to a nest. I'm gonna eat.
Deep Knight sort of like is sort of just sort of bruised and hurt and sort of says, "Ugh, I feel like I'm about to be and he's just sort of just trying to find the words, but he's just a bit too dazed to really say anything.
Yeah, throw up for us.
He's not going to throw up. He's just sort of exhausted by all these by the beating up.
Blow some chunks.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. You are
I'm gonna.
very exhausted and a little punch drunk, and yeah. So as you guys hear this, suddenly you see that the gate has been crashed from one of the panels.
Well, that seems not good.
Yeah, give me a second and you'll see just how not good it is.
Oh, hey, it's the first time that we have a creature big enough to just toss a whole vial in. I don't know what the penalty should be. I my guess is disadvantage, but that feels like too much of just ingesting the poison, eating it.
Okay, so now we go over to the menagerie where you guys are.
I like that there's some crucifixes in here, in case you want to, like, get biblical.
Yeah, just in case.
You never know when you need them.
It's fun, Sometimes you want to just get crucified.
And then stepping out of the panel into the circle of the menagerie is a huge creature that is straight out of a nightmare.
And Deep Knight, sort of punch drunk, says, "I believe you must be grumpy."
Oh man, I love How to Train Your Dragon.
You
I feel
see
like I shouldn't be fatigued anymore.
you see a monstrous Tyrannosaurus Rex with dragon wings wreathed in fire and wearing plate mail armor.
Why has it still got the armor, John? John, why'd you leave it with the armor?
Why's it got armor, John? I
John,
hate
why's it got
Mon.
armor? I don't get it, John. Why'd you leave the armor?
Now I need like some dumb fucking comic that just has uh Constantine and Beast Boy in it.
Right?
Too bad Beast Boy is dead.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys can roll for initiative.
Now Beast Boy is the least boy.
You really hated that Monday, huh?
He's not
I thought
Garfield.
it would be between
That's his first name.
Constantine and Great King Rat.
Beast Boy's real name is Garfield Logan.
Oh,
That's the dumbest fucking name I've ever.
That's that's
hate
why
I,
that's why I paired him with Constantine.
I hate that fucking name. It's backwards. It's backwards. He's got a fucking last name for a first name and a first name for a last name.
Tremor, you watch as Grumpy steps through, wreathed in flame, smoke coming out of his nostrils. His wings flap and he roars down at you guys.
You.
It
Oh.
might be time for the big guns, huh?
Well, let's see how easy it is to hit. I missed automatically, but that's neither here nor there.
Somewhere. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know why is Deep Knight in front.
The
Why
T-Rex
did you let him walk in front of
the
us?
T-Rex charges and chomps at you with his mouth.
Oh no, not his mouth.
His mouth.
No, 19.
I say it with my mouth. On who?
I
God.
wasn't. I didn't mean to put myself there.
The T-Rex, known as Grumpy, picks you up and throws you to the side, bouncing you off the wall.
Did you just remove? Oh, I thought you removed him like a minion.
I bet he made a funny noise.
Yeah, he went dong. He made that. He made that. I like your cut, G. When he hit the wall.
I like your cut, G.
You
Dong.
guys really do not like Deep Night.
We like Deep Night. It's just funny to imagine somebody hitting the wall in a full suit of armor and making the Taco Bell ding.
He really was not loving it. He is not living Moss.
He lives no moss. I'm gonna try to bite it.
Peel its armor off it like a fucking soup can. You were not targeting.
You gotta target it.
I'm gonna target it, and then I'm gonna try that again because I'm a fool and I'm little, spiritually little. I'm a tiny man, and I'm sorry.
So, how many turns will it take for me to wake up?
Indetermined.
150. All right. When I try to bite it and I bounce off of it, I get parried by its little arm.
Its tail comes up and knocks you away. It has metal armor all down its tail. It's in full plate mail armor. It looks like a dragon knight.
Cool. Gonna go fucking hide.
Pokeball, go.
No, not doing that. No, absolutely not. I don't have magic. I'm a rat. Get into the bush.
Did anyone
Trying to do.
did anyone grab the rod?
Uh,
Yeah, Deep Night has it. I'll grab it from him as I run by.
Deep
Yeah.
Night,
I'm pretty sure you already had it because he was complaining about the door being locked.
Deep Night, you need to roll your stamina.
Stamina. Unnatural 20. Unnatural 20.
All
Yeah,
right.
get him up there.
So no, you're still staggered. But uh, you are conscious, but you just like kind of wake up this turn.
All right. Moving right along.
I think this might be the time to do the thing, Travis.
Jacob, I don't have the thing statted out.
I, it's been it's been like a year.
Wait, what?
You've had like a year to set this thing out.
That should have been. Uh,
Don't complain. It hit.
well, yeah, it was just supposed to be punch, not. But then it says greater damage. I walk up. Oh my god.
It bounces off of his armor, and you can see magical etchings glow. This is not just armor; it is magical armor.
Oh,
Why
you're.
does it feel like wearing magical armor, John?
Come on, John.
John, why didn't you take off its magical fucking war armor?
Oh, you're a special kind of bitch, aren't you?
It
I'm about to get deep knighted into the wall.
it looks down at you and breathes a gout of flame.
Looks like you got it worse.
Ow, oof, ah, hot.
Oh no, my skin. Bone.
Ah, ouchies.
Oh no.
Jacob, the bonus is we can't, like, die here.
You are staggered and on fire as the flames burn you.
Fucking 37?
Yeah, it melts your rock.
Fucking
It melts what?
37?
Trevor, I'm
That's
so sorry about your cock.
that's so fucking high.
My 37 is 5 higher than the fucking Omega beam.
Yeah, his breath is like a plasma beam from the sun.
That's fucked.
I'm gonna shoot it with the rod.
Pew.
By the way, the rock is melting like off of your very body.
Nah, I just lift it up.
Okay, but still,
Well,
the rock is melting.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fire a beam at it. I've got the rod. I'm gonna put it.
you got the rod.
Yeah, you got the power. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna either I have the rod or Deep Knight has the rod. I have 900 feet of movement. I'm getting the rod. I'm using the rod.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had the rod anyways.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Like you said, one of you has it, and yeah.
I'm using it. Gonna give this dinosaur the fucking strap. What do I do? How do I rod?
Okay, so you point the rod at the dinosaur and try to shoot it. Roll your will in order to, or not your will,
Fortitude, fortitude.
roll your presence in order to try and command the rod to bind the dragon back into its home.
No, my presence is -3. I wouldn't even be able to activate the rod if it's present.
Then you might not be able to activate it.
Shake here, let's see. Going. Oh, well. It didn't even show up on the book.
Great King
It was
Rat's like just kind of shaking it. He's like, I think I need tech support.
4. The rod goes limp.
Yeah.
So, all right, giving it back to Deep Tank.
I mean, you could give it to me.
Sure, I'll give it to you.
Yay.
Come look, catch.
Catch.
All right.
The half dragon tries to catch it out of the air.
Well, that's too bad.
With what arms?
Yeah, with what arm?
With his mouth.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
That's
no.
too bad.
Yeah, you don't let him.
With what fucking arms?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back into hiding, like head condensed.
Yeah, you burrow into the bushes some more. Deep Night, you sit up in the flower bushes and see the mighty half dragon Tyrannosaurus Rex, breathing plasma down on Tremor and thwacking its tail all around at Great King Rat. What do you do?
I'm going to mount it. Sort of like,
You have sex with the.
and
Oh no. Oh, like a
No.
horse. Like a horse.
like a horse, or in this case, like a dolphin.
Yeah.
You know, dolphins are a lot like humans, if you ask me, because they can be cruel, kind, and all in between.
Yes, and of course they're semi-amphibious.
Just like humans, they also have a bowl.
Hmm
Yep.
So, anyway, you want to try and jump on it?
Yep.
Okay.
So what do I roll?
You would be grappling it. So roll a strength check to try and like grab it and climb up on it.
Guys, be honest. Should I add more points to?
Yes.
All right, he knocks you aside with his powerful thigh muscles.
I
He crushes you like a watermelon with powerful thighs.
and Deep Knight Sir looks up to Grumpy and says, "No, bad half dragon dinosaur. Woof, that is a lot of combination. You're more mixed up than a chimera."
I'm gonna use the rod. I'm gonna use the rod. That's a 22 to use the rod.
Yeah, so you point the rod at the half dragon Tyrannosaurus, and a beam of light shoots out at it.
You man, Viv will love this thing.
Too bad
I,
she's fucking dancing.
I do make the little pew noise with my mouth.
And it is now restrained by the magic of the rod.
Yay!
Let's rip out all its organs. No, wait, we can't.
And that's my turn because I'm staggered.
Yeah. And it is going to use its large, powerful foot to stomp you.
Understandable.
Oh no. Oh no, foot play.
That's your thing, not mine.
Tremor, no, people are gonna see this in the comics and they're gonna experience bad feeling.
Just
You're
don't.
dazed as the dino dragon's foot smashes into your rock hard body.
Ow. That's
I'm,
that's too many possible. I'm just not gonna touch it.
I'm gonna do something foolish and also dangerous and also stupid. Watch me, folks. Observe. I'm gonna get some mud from the ground. I'm gonna blind the dinosaur.
Yay!
I'll use my acrobatics to get up there. No need to get in a fucking strength contest. It's dumb. You know?
Uh-huh.
And then, what, an attack roll? A sleight of hand?
If you're trying to use the stuff to blind him, like, yeah, that's gonna be an attack roll.
I mean, I could just, like, cut up his eye.
That would be an attack roll.
Does he
And
seem to
that
be.
would be against the wishes of John Constantine.
Well, it's against my wishes that John Constantine keep a fucking magically armored half-dragon Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, it's against my wishes to be on fire, so Constantine can suck it.
Also, the dragon should be vulnerable because he does not perceive anything.
He
Oh,
does not see us.
let me see if he sees you, but yeah.
I do not see it.
Oh, I am looking away.
If this thing has a high perception, I'm gonna be furious. The thing in comics notorious for being unable to see you if you do not move.
Yeah, no, he's vulnerable, so let me.
Yeah.
I love that
Okay.
we haven't talked about the fact that it's a half dragon, half Tyrannosaurus. Like a dragon fucked a dinosaur, and this thing happened. And then someone put armor on it.
All right, cool. I don't even need to do the damage, right? I'm just mere mud in one of its eyes. I'll do damage too, or should I? Dan, what do you say?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do damage.
I ask. Do I have a choice of doing damage? Getting my hands on its open eyes
You can try.
to do damage, or get my hands on its open eyes?
Well, whatever you want.
I want to smear the mud all over its eyes.
Okay. So yeah, you do that.
Huh. All right. So it's blind. Then I assume that's my turn.
Yeah. Well, you got mud in its eye. I'm not saying it's blind.
All right. I filled its eyes with mud, and I'm probably still on it. Yeah, I'm still on it. I'm sitting on the top of its head.
And Deep Knight is going to join you.
Good luck.
I imagine you're saying good luck in that sort of like Star Fox voice. Good luck.
Do a
I never.
barrel roll. No, I'm not.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll, Fox.
You know what I meant, right?
Do a barrel roll.
Barrel roll.
I used the laser again.
Yeah, and the dinosaur is restrained for another round.
Yay! I heal also.
Do a barrel roll.
So that should be a 1.
See if we can make it do a barrel roll,
It
Travis.
it tries to stomp you again.
I can't move away.
Oh no.
Haha,
Tries
bitch.
to smack you between its toes.
Mhm. Fucking take this thing out.
I'm gonna get its other eyes. Actually, you know what? Uh, uh, yeah, no, I'm just gonna blind it. I'm just gonna fully spend this turn having some fun. You know, its toughness is massive. How is it so?
God, I could hit it with meteor.
Cool. I disable it. I've uh statistically now blinded it,
Okay.
and that's my turn. It cannot see anymore, and I assume this will make the fight just so much worse for all of us.
Once again, Deep Knight is just trying to join Great King Rat on top of the thing and is just failing.
Huh.
You. That was almost a 19, but instead it's a 9.
Yeah, as you try to call forth the energy, it does not come this round, and that means that at the end of its turn, the half dragon will no longer be restrained. So it is no longer restrained. It is still technically vulnerable to at least one of you, so. Alright, and now uh it tries to breathe fire on you again. And you are knocked unconscious as the heat burns your skin and takes your breath away.
Hey, shouldn't have had a disadvantage there to target Tremor.
Oh, yeah, he was blinded. So I'm not quite sure how that would work with an area of effect like this.
Maybe just like a D4 to see what direction it does it in.
Well, he knows Tremor's over in that direction. I'm just looking up the combat real quick here. Everything has full visual concealment, visually unaware and vulnerable, but it doesn't say, like, area of effect, because, like, clearly if I had a 360-degree area of effect attack, I could just do it and target. So, um, let's say that you have a 30% chance of not being in the cone of fire when he breathes it. So do you want to roll the percentile chance, or should I?
I don't know where the percentile are.
It's the D10. You right click on it and then percent D100.
I'll do it.
Okay. Hey! So you're not targeted, and therefore you are not incapacitated and are still simply staggered.
Staggered, 1 bruise.
Yep.
Nice. And now
Hey, can I
it's
use my break? Can I use my break object on this creature's armor?
Yeah, but it's magical
Cool.
armor.
Yeah, no, it's just destroy object doesn't get like a save or anything. If it's below a certain hardness threshold, I just sort of do it.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is it's magical armor, so
Does that make it harder?
I mean, according to D&D rules, yeah. I know this isn't D&D, but
right.
What if I target the like fucked up to call this an object, but like where they sort of the straps. There's got to be stuff that connects this, like leather and shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm little. I can get in there. Is the leather magic too?
Well, yeah. Yeah, the whole suit of armor is magic.
Okay, but does the increased hardness make the magical leather pass the break objects?
I don't know. I don't know.
You gotta know. You're the DM.
Well, no, I know you don't know.
I'm gonna try to break. I'm gonna try to strip this creature naked, exposing its soft underbelly so that Tremor can do something terrible.
and then I'll throw a big piece of rock at it. Oh, I'm so hungry.
Why are you hungry?
I haven't eaten anything today
Why not?
because I woke up for class, and then I went to work, then I did homework while I was waiting for this game to start.
Should have eaten.
I had half a zebra cake. They're not that good.
So, what are you doing, Great King Rat?
The break object ability.
Yeah. So, first you got to try and hit. And then make a strength check.
Strength. Oh no. Can I use the attack of the part of the body I'm using for this? Because that is a strength-based attack. It's just also.
Can, wait, say that again?
I'm using my teeth. Can I use the bite damage because that is an enhanced strength-based attack?
Yes.
Cool. And that's a 30. It's a plus 15. Let me roll it up. There. No.
Okay, so yeah, you attempt to gnaw through the leather straps holding his armor on, and although it is soft enough to where you feel as though you might be able to, it does not burst like most things in your mouth.
Wayne is good at making things burst in his mouth.
Yes.
Great work. All right.
You're used to things bursting in your mouth like within seconds.
I mean, seconds, minutes. Sometimes you want to draw it out a little.
But this
So-
just is proving tough.
Deep Knight is going to try and bubble off some of the armor, to bubble blast some of the armor off.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
You know, aim for the straps. I can't seem to. I can't seem to target the half dragon Tyrannosaurus.
Okay.
Could you help with that?
Um, did you click on your token?
Did.
And then did you control left click once your token was glowing on the half dragon? See, there you go.
I meant to
Yep.
clicking shift.
It's okay. All right, you hit it with your bubble blast. Oh no, the dragon takes some damage as your bubbles blast through its magical defenses.
I was trying to burst its armor off.
Yes, I know.
I'm trying to respect Constantine's wishes of not harming it.
Yes, and he appreciates that.
I'm gonna meteor. I also heal this turn, so 0 bruises.
Ugh, boo.
Ah, fuck.
Aha! Even I can dodge out of the way of that
All out. All
shot.
out attack.
Oh no!
Alright.
You're like, yeah, you start talking? Alright, here you go. Alright, but that means you're fatigued again, so.
That's fine.
And you knock the dragon out and use the power of the rod to return him to his cage.
Oh, shit.
I did not care for that thing.
Yeah. So you guys find yourselves alone in the magical mansion with the maniacal monstrosities once again safely contained within their cages. You are able to now search the grounds for the spell books that Constantine requires to help you.
Sort of, as Deep Knight sort of wanders over to the cage with Grumpy in it, he sort of pats the cage and says, "Sorry for the rough housing. We were just trying to make sure you were all safely contained."
He just kind of roars, but you can't hear it, and it just steams up the quote unquote glass of the panel before he stomps off into his enclosure.
Hmm. Constantine was right to give him the name Grumpy. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's try and find that spell book.
Yeah, so now I'm just gonna turn off the locking the token locking. So you guys are free to explore around and take a look at everything, but what it comes down to is that you need to roll your you know investigation. You're searching, to find out. But yeah, go ahead and feel free to look around if you want to take a look. All right. So, Tremor, you go back to the library where his books and everything were, and you find all of the top secret spell books, um, that he needs for his research. Great King Rat, you actually managed to find a very rare and potent magical item. Um, it is a amulet that can cloak the wearer in darkness. Um, Once a day, you can cast a darkness effect that will like completely shroud you for a while.
Wow. I'm absolutely keeping that necklace.
Yeah, it seems to have been, like in the chaos of the monsters escaping their enclosures, it seems to have been like knocked off of its display. So it's not where it's supposed to be. It's just laying out in the garden, and you just like found it.
Have this thing is shiny.
It's actually very dark and seems to absorb light. It's a black ruby. It's so dark red that it's black, and the chain is made out of blackened gold.
Wow.
My, that certainly is an interesting looking book.
No, that's the necklace that Great King Rat found. The book, Tremor found several books, and they're all like, John Constantine's secret notes, stay out, and, stuff like that. And one of them has like,
I meant to say necklace. I'm sorry. Just
yeah, and one of them has like a picture of Dio drawn into the margins.
I don't suppose any of those are what we're looking for.
Well, they probably are, considering that he rolled a 20 when he went to look for what you guys were looking for.
Well, I got these.
Is that what we came for?
Yeah,
Maybe.
you're pretty sure.
So, anybody else think we should take John to a real hospital?
Yeah.
I don't think he's in enough of a shape to uh, what do wizards do? Prestidigitate out of our grasp somewhere. Let's just bring.
But before we go, I want to see what's in here. And he sort of points to this door.
Go ahead.
It seems like it's locked. Do you have the key?
I toss him the key ring.
I grab the keys and I look for the one that matches the lock.
Okay, so I mean, eventually you find the right key. And in here is another special study, but this one has like a map of the multiverse drawn out on a table and like a seat for a magical council to like gather around and discuss, uh, you know, defending the multiverse.
Is there a summoning button?
There's not like a summoning button, but there's a candle in front of each seat.
Gonna light the
Interesting.
candles.
Yeah.
All right. As you light each candle, the spectral form of one of the most powerful and respected, magical beings in the multiverse appears in the seats. We're talking about like Merlin and Shazam and not Shazam
The wizard.
the wizard and just all of those fuckers.
Duke Nitzer looks at this and says, "Well, this is certainly something."
What do they do?
They look annoyed at you and say you're not Constantine.
Oh, Constantine's dying.
Constantine's been dying.
You gonna do something about that, or do we have to do something about that?
You mortals always so concerned with your mortality.
More concerned with the threats to Gonna help me. What's words are failing me? What's been happening?
Well, if
A lot of
I'm
bad
right,
stuff. The world got invaded by a bunch of weird Batmen. Black Mask has the helmet of fate. It sucks.
What?
Yeah.
The helmet of fate is in the hands of some muggle.
All right.
you're using
I mean, the
terminology
answer is
very
yes, but like, come on, have a better word for it.
Yeah.
Come on.
But
I
yeah,
would have said common thug.
but they mean one of you.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, and he's using it.
Yeah. He he did something with the Joker so we couldn't hit him. And that sucks. That made my day bad.
To be exact, it wasn't the Joker. It was more of a faker.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's using the name Joker. He's doing the same shit. It doesn't matter. It's the Joker for now.
Yeah, so they appear very concerned. They're like, and who are you to bring us this news? And what are you doing in Constantine's place? And uh, why is that rat looking at us?
Well, he's looking at
know.
you because he's a superhero. We're superheroes. We're on the Justice League. We just helped Constantine get all of his magical creatures back in their cages. We're helping Constantine with some shit, so he'll help us take out the Joker and hopefully Black Mask. I think that answered all the questions.
What are we gonna do about this helmet of fate? Like, you guys uh, need to take it from him and then return it to us.
Well, that was the plan. That is the plan.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be lovely, but our one magic person died, so like
What do you need?
a way to get around the defenses of the Helmet of Fate.
All right. So, if we help you with that, then once you recover the helmet of fate, it will be brought before the council.
I mean, it's literally that, or return it to the Gotham Museum where they did a terrible job of keeping it safe. So, like, I feel like that's fair. Can I get some other people's consensus here, though? I would hate to be dominating the conversation.
No,
I
no,
agree.
yeah, the extra planar Batman.
All we got was extra planar Batman.
I said, yeah, absolutely. You can have the helmet of fate. That thing does not belong where people can get at it. We
Yeah.
do also need to talk about the extra planar Batman sort of seeping in from like dark realities.
Yeah, there was one that was also Lobo, there was one that was a fucking nerd, and that's been it so far. They had
Wait,
some weird, like, demon children that
what's
had the
going
Robin
on?
costume.
What
Uh,
you
uh,
you guys told us about the helmet of fate. Now there's multiversal Batman.
hey, I brought that up first, and then I moved on to the Helmet of Fate, because that's our more pressing issue right now.
Okay, well, what's going on with that? The dark multiverse, you say?
Sure.
And,
That's one.
and they touch the map, and the map in the middle like turns into one of those like 3D hologram maps, but it's all like magic and everything, and they're like,
A
you
lot of
know,
arcane symbols.
yeah, and they're showing you on the multiversal map how the dark multiverse is like this nothing that is consuming entire multiverses and like making them a part of this one that is also nothing.
Well, that
Other
sucks.
words, it's like a living being of sorts, consuming everything.
Yeah, but like it's more like uh by joining the dark multiverse, your universe ceases to exist.
It's more like
Hmm.
spilling ink on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Oof, that would not be pleasant.
Well, yeah, so that's a thing that's happening. We sent Lobo Batman to another dimension or something, but then there's the nerd that's still out there, and who knows how
He
many
calls
others.
himself the Robin King.
Yeah, he
Ah,
calls himself that
I see.
He's got a
Uh,
special
as
knife that's in there.
as a choice. He calls himself that.
is it this? And they pull up a magical spectral book, and they show you a picture of the Necron blade.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had that.
it looks like it. Yeah.
Be
Mm-hmm.
very careful. That blade can send your soul to the nine hells.
Yeah, he says that a lot. We got the gist of it like the first time, and then he kept saying it. I think he's just very proud to have it.
Yeah, he's like a kid showing it off.
Yeah.
Indeed.
He did look like a kid, kinda.
So it is very good that you have summoned us because perhaps we can be of use. And with that, um, the wizard Shazam convenes and decides that all of these magical beings are going to bestow a boon upon you heroes.
Ooh.
Nice.
Thank you, kind wizards of the multiverse. We shall use them well.
And so uh, they want to know, you know, what they can do to aid you in your battle.
Well, for one, we need to know where we need to take care of the protect the shielded Joker.
And so for that, uh, they give um, Deep Knight a sword that can break through the magical shielding.
Ooh, what is its name?
Shield breaker.
Hmm, fitting. And I sort of sheath it.
Fight well, Atlantean.
Indeed.
uh, yeah, and then our other issues are the Helmet of Fate and the Dark Multiverse stuff.
Yeah, so what can we do to aid you?
Well, maybe you could give my rat friend the ability to find both the Robin King and the Black Mask.
I mean, yeah, making my senses stronger could that could be convenient. I'd also take I don't these words just come to me. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what you'll do with them, but plainer teeth.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Plainer.
Uh yeah. Uh
There's essentially just get like a new kind of movement. There's that whole list of movements like time travel or whatever, just giving completely uncontrolled, almost random uh burrowing through like reality.
I know.
Oh, like this, like the fucking what are they called?
Uh what we can do for you is enhance your teeth so that your teeth will function like the shield breaker sword and you can pierce the Joker's magical shielding as well.
So my teeth just break magic now.
Yes.
Nice.
Cool. I assume there's next to nothing I cannot bite through now.
Well, you know, there can still be materials, but like now just because they're magically shielded is not gonna, you know, give them that huge boost anymore.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna break some artifacts. I think the world has too many of those.
I would suggest breaking evil artifacts.
I'm gonna break every artifact I find. Actually, I don't think anyone deserves to have them. Not deserves. I don't. I think the world is better without magical objects just out and about.
But my trident.
I'm gonna break that too. Gonna snap it in half.
Oh, I'll keep a half of it.
You
The
can have the
pointy
best half.
half. Yeah.
Yeah.
That. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. And then what about you, Rocky?
I mean, we need some way to actually get the Helmet of Fate without it, like, I'm pretty sure it would fucking kill him. I, I do point at GKR, given given what I've heard about what it does to.
The unworthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Although
touched
how
that thing.
Sionis has it, you know.
I
yeah.
touched that thing back in 70 something, and it sent me flying. I didn't even try to put it on. I just wanted to pick it up. I just went stolen.
So yeah, some way to actually like get the thing.
Maybe
Hmm.
make his rocks like, well, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Good.
I was gonna say anti-magical.
Just give me oven mitts.
Uh uh anti-magical rocks.
Like just he's got this whole thing where he moves the rocks. You
Right,
know,
but that's the problem is that he's always taking new rocks from different places.
Maybe you could give him a source to pull rocks from, like an elemental plane or something.
I
I
would be
don't know
I
fine
how.
with I would be fine with just gloves that let me touch magic things without them destroying my very body.
Hmm. So oven mitts.
Yeah, like I said, yeah.
a magical hand condom.
Yeah.
That's
Uh
that's called a latex glove.
so I mean if all you want is like, you know, something that can allow you to touch something magical without like automatically triggering its effects, I do believe we can give you these special crystal gloves.
Ooh, that fits my aesthetic good.
Yeah, it looks a little like Michael Jackson, but
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
but they work really well.
Oh, well, all right
Huh.
then.
This
That
could.
works.
Hmm. I'm just thinking to myself now. Do we need exactly two shield breaking weapons?
I don't know.
I mean, you
Maybe we
wouldn't
should.
want a weapon.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a weapon either. I like having it be my magic teeth now.
And Deep Knight sort of like thinks to himself a bit and says, is there something about, is there a sort of, if
Why
I'm,
don't you get some magic armor?
could could you possibly improve my armor?
You seem to have offended the wizards, and uh, they all you know start
Deep
to.
Knight, Deep Knight sort of says, sort of like shakes his head and says, no, 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 no. I shouldn't be selfish. I know. It's just, sorry, just trying to think here and just. And Deep Knight just sort of like sighs and says, All right, I shall use the blade. I shall use the blade to cut down cut down on the on on the wicked magic that protects the evil Joker.
Yeah. And but they're still all offended, and they grumble, and like one by one they disappear.
All right. Thank you.
Ugh, I just feel like it. And Deep Night just sort of mumbles to himself and says, "I feel like such a jerk now."
Well, the wizards don't convene to hand out gifts very often, so when their gifts are questioned, they get offended.
Yes, uh, Deep Night can figure that, and sort of like just felt like he was being a jerk when.
Oh, I don't know that you were. It's just they're wizards, so they're easily offended, and if you don't worship them like gods, they're like, "Oh, why aren't you worshiping me?" It's just how it is with wizards.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 My phone
Hello.
died.
We should
What
go
did
tell
Deep Knight? No.
I was gonna say we should go tell Constantine that we're done.
Yes,
What did
but
Deep Knight decide on?
I think he's stuck with the sword because the wizards got offended that he tried to return his gift.
yeah,
He
At
didn't
least
You can
get
always ask.
at least they didn't take the sword back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can always ask Constantine to trade it in for something. I bet he's got some junk lying around.
Oh, look at that. You found my books. Bring them over here.
Bringing him over there.
good. Also, those wizard folks that appear near the table gave us some gifts.
You summoned the council?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
told
I
you
did it.
not to touch my things.
I
yeah,
did
but
it.
then
I did it for fun.
yeah, and then they liked what we had to say, so they gave us stuff.
I did it almost solely because it would piss you off.
We told them about the helmet being gone. We told them about the dark multiverse thing, apparently.
He starts coughing and he's like, "Yeah, well, I've been a bit remiss in my council duties."
Yeah, so we did it for you, and now they're happy. Well, they were until Deep Night made them offended.
Yes, and I feel stupid for that.
I'm like
Well,
a piece of magic.
don't get your panties in too much of a bunch. Those old farts get offended every session.
In any case,
I guess that
I
is the easiest way to end a session. It's just everyone getting offended and then leaving.
Yeah, yeah.
in any case I sort of
What?
a sort of sword that is able to break down through the shield that protects protects that Joker wannabe.
That there is shield breaker, mate. It is a very powerful weapon forged in ancient times against wizards who had gotten out of control.
Hmm.
And
Certainly,
so then they did the same thing that artifact sword does on my teeth.
Oh,
and
these. You need to stay out of my museum.
You
They gave
can't.
me they gave me gloves. I like them.
Those are very shiny.
Yeah.
no
I'm gonna.
special no special thing about them.
I mean, they're shiny.
Deep
John, I'm
Nights
gonna
are
break.
Sorry, go ahead.
Deep Knight sort of looks around and says, "Hmm. I imagine we'll be heading out now, but
Well,
to make
didn't you want the spell to shut down his defenses?
Well, but now we have Shield Breaker and Great King Rat's magic breaking teeth.
Oh, so
I'm,
that's
I'm
it
gonna,
then. You don't need me, eh?
Well,
no,
no.
actually, we're gonna take. No, you're coming with us. We're gonna take you to a hospital.
I don't need no hospital, mate.
You're you're too weak to stop us. We're gonna do it.
Hey, get out of here.
Lift.
No, come on.
come on."
I'm very strong.
That too.
Hocus alapocus, and suddenly he's floating, levitating above the bed just out of arm's reach of you guys.
I jump up onto him. I weigh him down a little bit so that Trevor can drag him like a balloon.
Yeah, I just fly up.
All right,
Hey,
yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Come on, big guy. The world still needs you.
And he does another series of movements, and suddenly you're holding a duplicate of him, and he's over by the door, and he's like, "Sorry, but I won't be accosted," and he disappears.
Bruh.
Oh hell yeah, he left. We get to keep the mansion. I got magic breaking teeth. Let's go see what's in this room.
Constantine, I suggest you come out before Great King Rat goes and destroys your precious artifacts.
Not even God can stop me now.
You're right, I couldn't. I also officially elected myself God.
Yeah, you did of that one place.
Yeah.
So you hear Constantine's voice say, "Well, thanks for coming." And suddenly the mansion swirls and disappears around you, and you find yourself standing outside again.
Thanks for having us.
We're not near we're not near the other Joker.
Nope.
No, we left him when we couldn't hurt him.
So where is he now?
Probably at the theme park. If I had to take a guess.
Deep Knight sort of sighs and says, "All right, let's go back to that theme park." And he sort of mutters to himself, "I really worry for Constantine."
Yeah.
We could always just tell one of the other. You know, I'm sure that who's even alive out of that group.
Well, we know Raven is.
Well,
If
you quote
Ray,
unquote know Raven
Well,
is. That's more
like-
metagame knowledge, though.
No, we put it together in game that the fact that Trigon didn't appear.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that was a very we were going through all of the people that were at that party, and it was like, oh yeah, what happened to Raven? Well, she's assumed dead, and then we were like, wait, Trigon didn't show up.
Yeah. Fair enough.
She's alive, she's just missing.
Yeah.
yeah, if we can get a hold of Raven or Zatanna or somebody, we can send them Constantine's way. We
I
don't
do
really
think
have the
Zatanna's
tools to wrangle him, but
I'm pretty sure Zatanna is dead.
that's fair. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, you guys could always do something like that and try and get a hold of somebody. But for right now, you are indeed equipped to go and take on the Joker or whoever this clown is. And is that what you intend to do?
Yeah,
I mean, we can't
Of
we can't
course.
just leave him.
I want to beat the shit out of him.
All right.
I want to recreate the scene from The Shining with this magical barrier.
Yeah. So as our heroes head off to Amusement Mile to confront the damaged Joker, or at least the man claiming to be Joker, that is where we draw to a close. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good
Good
game.
gaming.